Hello, welcome back. My name's Drew, and today I really just want to give you a combination video of the numbering system and question of the day because I realized in the videos I was showing how to do it, some people need to see it. I know I am. I'm a visual learner. So I want to show you how fast you can do this. This can be a week one activity if you want to try it, and it's going to take very minimum effort and zero cost. So just to recap, question of the day, correction, numbering the students. All you got to do is take all your students, put them in an Excel spreadsheet or a Google sheet, wherever you keep your student stuff, and leave the column to the left blank, and then just quickly fill in the numbers on the side. So now you have your 21, 28, 30 students, name, number, that's done. How are you going to use that day one? Well, you're going to take about 3 minutes and you're going to make this on a piece of anchor paper. Here's a couple of tricks. On standard anchor paper, it is 3 lines. That's what fits a 3x3 sticky note. And when you're making the boxes going across, you just take the sticky note and I put like a little marker line, a little bit bigger than what the sticky note is for each one. And then I just draw down. This took me, for this demonstration, I think it took me 2 minutes to make, and I didn't have the luxury of having a ruler. I had to do it freehand. So if I would have had a ruler, I probably could have done it a little bit faster than that. So far we are maybe 5 minutes in, let's say 10, because if you enter the students' names, it took a little longer. You made this look nicer, a little bit longer. Let's say you're 10 to 15 minutes in max. Okay, so what do you got to do next? So now you're using the numbering the student system, and you're using the question of the day system, and we're bringing them together. So you got to think of a question. First couple of weeks of school, I do the silly questions. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? What's your favorite fast food place? What are you excited about for this grade? What was something fun you did over the summer? Uh, any whatever clever question you come up with. I'm sure everybody's vibe is different. I just like to get something that's quick and easy to write and everybody has an answer to. I don't want to make them think too hard when I'm introducing the system. It should just be really quickly. And just touch base on that. I also remember that's part of the system. You got to answer the question day too. So if it's what's your favorite ice cream flavor, make sure you give your answer too. It's not gonna go on the board, but just tell the class what it is when everybody's done. So there we are. You got your question today written on the chalkboard. If you're old school, on a smart board, if you're using like technology, or you can just say it out loud. I have to say it like 45 times, so I suggest you write it down, or else you're gonna. I don't think my system works as well if you're saying the question of the day all day long. So kids come in, read the question of the day, and if you, in the very beginning, if you have, for example, I put their names on their desk with their number next to it. So as long as the student knows what number they are, I also have it posted around the room. So just make sure they know what their number is. And that's the whole setup. So now you got that part done. You've asked the question of the day, and then the students answer it. So they take their sticky note, they come over here, and they just stick it over top of the number, and it fits very nicely. And this is a great way to test run the system. So if you're not sure question of the day is an activity you want to try, well, you can try right here for basically free. You got to come up with some questions, and you got to take a couple minutes to draw the squares and put the numbers in them. So that's it. I just thought to myself, I was like, I've given all this information, but I haven't really shown a practical application of the information. So hopefully, if you were hesitant to try it, this is how easy it is. It's very limited time. You can make it super fancy if you want to like do different colors and test out new different themes. If you decide you like it, you get a regular dry erase board, or you get someone, get a piece of wood or something, wherever you can build a frame, make it fancy, make it match your theme. You can do whatever you want to do to make it. If you like it, you can make it fit into your class and really jazz it up. But if you want to try it, here you go. This is the try. This is no money, 5 minutes. Give the system a shot. I'd love for you to try it and see if you like it, especially the first week of school when you're always looking for things to do anyway. It's a great get to know you activity. You could use it for, what are some rules we should follow this year? What do you think helped you last year? Anything. Get those ideas flowing. And then if you're making the classroom rules, take them off the board. And it also gets you a chance to tie into another little idea. You do drawings. And imagine how excited your kids would be if day one they did a question of the day, and then at the end of the day, you did a drawing for a prize, piece of candy, eraser, whatever it is. That's a pretty good start to your first day of school. You got an activity, very easy to do. You got a chance to do a drawing for a winning, easy to do. And now the students have kind of bought into the system. So, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'll show you one more trick in just 1 second. So, for example, imagine this was the question of the day. Real quickly, this does a couple things for you. You can look at the board, and you can tell automatically you have your students numbered. You take a 2-second glance, and you can look up there. You're like, wait a second, 6, 8. Let's just say we have 24 students to make it simpler. 6, 8, and 13 haven't answered the question of the day. So now I'm going to look around the room. Are those kids absent? A, or more likely, are those kids off task? So if they're off task, instead of being upset, but like, hey, because you're going to know the name, obviously, hey, John, Barb, Susie, whoever it is, you didn't get the question A done yet. Can you do me a favor real fast? Can you get this done? And then you can go back, let's get the task completed real fast. Simple redirection, simple expectation setting. And then the kids, like, they really can't argue with you. Every other kid has filled in the question of the day. They kind of stand out like a sore thumb. And you just say, look, it's important everybody does this. So please, whatever you're doing, just take a second and come up here, get your sticky note, and fill your question A in. Again, practical example of what this does. So I think when you see it like this, you're like, hopefully it triggers for you, like, that would be something that might be useful for me to try. There it is. Thanks again.